EP tries to take my crackers away, causing hypoglycemic attack. Apologies for any grammatical mistakes as English is not my first language. Okay, so this happened in the summer of 2011, I was 12y/0. My friends, F1 and F2, 13 and 14 respectively, and I were at a park near our apartment building. It was quite normal for kids to hang out in this area since it's a fairly safe neighborhood. We knew a few of the other kids and their parents. We decided we'd take our snacks and a towel so we could sit on the grass and have a picnic. Now, I'm hypoglycemic, I've had my fair share of attacks, but this was by far the worst one, and all was caused because of an entitled parent, EP, and her bratty children, EK1 and EK2. As we were sitting I started feeling hot and a little dizzy, nothing I wasn't accustomed to. My mom had packed me a few crackers with cheese to get my blood sugar up and running again. I only ate about 3 out of 10 because I wasn't feeling too bad and just in case I felt worse later on. As I was finishing my third one, EK1 approaches me and says, "EK1, I want your crackers." I was a bit taken aback by it. Who the fuck just says they want something that's yours? Mind you, I don't know the kid, the neighborhood is pretty big and new people show up every day. Me, no. I tried to reply as bluntly as I could, just like he had talked to me. Yes, I had a lot of crackers, and if he had asked nicely for one I probably would have given it to him. "Ek1, I want your crackers now." He screamed and made a grab for my crackers. I pulled them back as quickly as I could and my friends put them behind their backs as to protect them. He ran to his mother screaming and I thought that would be the end of it. But it wasn't. I've always looked up to people older than me. My parents taught me to always be respectful as they are older and probably know what's best, but I still knew how to stand my ground, not in this situation though. As I finally relaxed I hear footsteps coming towards us once more. EP was staring at me furious, asking, no yelling, at me regarding me not giving her son my crackers. I tried to explain I needed them because of my condition, but she cut me off. "EP, are you really that selfish that you can't give my son your crackers? Where are your parents? I can't believe they raised you to be this disrespectful." My friends were baffled and so was Y. This was not helping as stressful environments and anxiety can lead to bad hypoglycemic attacks. As she kept berating me with questions and insults towards my family I could feel my string of consciousness growing weaker and weaker. I was trying so hard to explain myself. I rambled on for about 10 minutes but I was getting more and more confused by the second. My friends were now speaking for me as they could see the state I was in. "EP, you can't speak for yourself, you brat." Her words were starting to echo in my brain and I could not for the life of me answer her questions. As the situation progressed I couldn't believe what I was feeling. She was grabbing me by my shoulders, lifting me up from the towel. This part became a little muddled in my mind, but I remember my friend getting up and yelling, "F2, get off of her, she's having an hypoglycemic attack, you dumbass." She pushed the woman off and tried to get the attention of one of the adults around. I stumbled a bit and F1 caught me and laid me down on the towel. I could still hear EP yelling at me and my friends. I recognized a few of the voices that were speaking to EP but I couldn't move. At this point I was falling in and out of consciousness and that part was incredibly terrifying. As I have attacks from time to time I wear a bracelet with information just in case anything happens in public and I'm alone. F2 took it off of me in order to hand it to one of the adults that were helping with the situation. EK2 snatches it from her and I can hear her go, "EK2, mommy, look, I found a bracelet. Can I keep it?" That didn't last long though as one of the adults grabbed it out of EK2's hands. In the moments I was awake I could hear EP accusing me of faking it for the attention and to cover up my selfish act. After about half an hour my body finally shuts down from exhaustion and the last thing I remember is the faint sound of an ambulance and the police. I woke up a few hours later in the hospital. I couldn't remember much as I was extremely tired and confused. My mother informed me I was short of having a seizure and was lucky. I could feel she was extremely frustrated, not at me obviously, and told me my dad had pressed charges against EP for child endangerment. I still remember that day vividly. Edit. People keep asking how the charging went. We won. EP paid for my medical expenses. I don't have any information as to what happened afterwards, neither to her or her family.